Hi everybody, this is pop art painter Jamie Roxx, and this is Artist Notes. Today we're going to talk about a painting I just finished up, and it's James Dean as the surly ranch hand Jet Rink from the 1956 movie Giant. This was Dean's third and last film. Of course, James Dean's a cultural icon of teenage disillusionment, and social estrangement. And of course, then right after he finished filming Giant, it was still in editing and whatnot. He was in his fatal car crash, and that just made him a legend. Giant came out, like I said, in 1956, and he played the supporting role to Elizabeth Taylor and Rock Hudson in it. And he made Giant because he wanted to avoid being typecast or as a rebellious teenager, like in Rebel Without a Cause from the year previous. In the film, he plays Jet Rink, a Texas ranch hand who strikes oil and becomes wealthy. It's neat because in order to portray the older version of the character in the film's later scenes, Dean dyed his hair gray and shaved some of it off so he could give himself a receding hairline. Like I said, Giant was his last film. So he was trying to do something different. He did receive a posthumous Best Actor Academy Award nomination for his role, and that was at the 29th Academy Awards in 1957, because it had come out in 56. In 54, James Dean became interested in auto racing, and he raced around and this and that. But interesting enough, when they were making Giant, Warner Brothers barred him from racing all during the production of Giant. They were writing the check, so they said, "No way, buddy, no way, you're not racing while we're spending all this money." And so he didn't race during the entire production. And then everybody knows the story, of course, the car crash on the highway. It turns out they went in and CSI'd it, so to speak, as best they could at the time, and found out he was only going 55, and the guy came over and they hit head on. Now, a lot of people think that James Dean was only in 3 movies, and it's true, he's credited in 3 movies, but he actually started acting in film in 1951. He did 4 movies that he's uncredited in, but if you watch him, you'll see him. He's in 51, he's in Fixed Bayonets. 52, he was in Sailors Beware. 53, Has Anybody Seen My Gal? And 53, also Trouble Along the Way. Of course, these were small bit parts, and he was uncredited. He was just trying to make his way. And then it all happened. And East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and finally Giant. So yeah, quite the short but important career of James Dean there. Giant was a good film. I liked Giant a lot. But I don't know. I liked it enough to be inspired to paint a painting from it. I've painted a lot of James Dean paintings, but I never painted them from Giant. So there you go. And in this one, I did it. I wanted to do a pop version of it, of course, in my style. We've got a turquoise blue background with a half yellow outline of Dean around his hat, and then, of course, on his shoulders, an interesting contrast with that turquoise background behind him. I did something different with the flesh tone on this. I mixed some that I really liked with the gray shadow highlight contrast. So I think it came out pretty well. His shirt, of course, this is a classic scene, a classic still from the movie, I should say. And I think it came out pretty well. His shirt, of course, blue shirt and the tan hat that he wore in Giant with the black vest. And the light source and shadowing and whatnot came out pretty good. It's nice when everything just works, especially when you're dealing with rumpled clothes, man. That can be difficult. Yeah, so it's a good painting, and I think it expresses some bit of attitude that he has in the movie that the character, Jet expressed, and I think it's pretty good. Okay, this is going to be going up on eBay shortly. This is middle of March. Today's the 15th of March, actually, 2016. So I don't know when you're listening to this, but thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. This painting is a 16 by 20 on stretched canvas, of course. It's professionally back finished, ready to hang. All of our paintings are, when we ship them out, they're all professionally back finished. They have my thumbprint and signature and all that. They have the Artist Provence, which is the paperwork you get with a painting. You'll need that for your insurance and whatnot. And if you ever go on Pawn Stars and they'll say, "Do you have any paperwork with this?" And you'll say, "Yes, I do." And they'll give you a bunch of money, hopefully. Hopefully, that's the plan, at least in the future. But yeah, it's a good painting, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it will look good on your wall. Again, you can always see my eBay auctions at my website, www.jamieroxx.us. That's www.jamieroxx.us, like the United States. And there you go. Enjoy, and this has been Artist Notes. Thanks for listening.